Alright, hey guys, how's it going? I am Joy, and we are back once again with our NFL predictions versus with my good buddy, Steve.
Hey Joey, how you doing?
Not too bad, it's been a long day.
Yeah,
Mm. So how you been?
I've been doing excellent there. Other than my favorite baseball team just got eliminated, the Toronto Blue Jays.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Who are they
Yeah,
playing? I haven't been keeping up with the
they
thing.
were playing the Rays there, Tampa Rays.
Ah, okay. Yeah, all I know is that the Tigers finished 11 games back or something. It was
Yeah,
horrendous. It was not good.
yeah,
Their whole season was garbage. But
yeah.
oof. All
Oh,
right, so week 3 is in the books, and it was quite the doozy.
it certainly was there.
Ooh,
On my end there, I finished 10 wins, 5 losses, and a tie.
yeah, I went 7, 8, and 1. So
Yeah,
you surged ahead.
yeah.
Um,
In our head-to-head there, I I I won 5 games and you won 2 there. So sorry about that.
yeah. I should have not taken so many risks and just gone with what should have been happening. Um, I don't want to discuss this, but we kind of have to.
Okay.
Atlanta,
Yeah, the second
Atlanta,
week, oh, they choked in the end there.
freaking Atlanta.
Yeah,
Anyone who's in my Discord server or follows me on Twitter knows my problem with Atlanta because I was fit to be tied Sunday afternoon.
yeah.
It was it was quite the evening. So what game gave you the fits?
Oh, I would say they're I would say how about I'm looking at it here. I have to say they're the Giants losing to the Niners there.
Yeah, because that was the one that we what was one of our split games that you got wrong on that one.
Exactly.
Um, I forget who was it that the Giants signed. Devontae Freeman.
I probably yeah.
Yeah, he was supposed to take over for Barkley, and I was hoping that he would actually perform pretty well, but the score was just absolutely horrendous.
True. And I figured the Niners would lose some steam with all their injury problems there.
Yeah, but they still managed to pull it out. Now, I don't know if the Niners did well because they're actually good, or because they were just facing the Giants, who have absolutely nothing this year.
And
So,
yeah, and also this week they're the one that gave me a big loss was the Ravens losing to the Chiefs there.
yeah. That one was harsh. I thoroughly expected them to perform better than they did.
Yeah,
Especially being at home, I thoroughly expected them to do well. And
yeah,
then we got our first tie of the season already.
yeah,
That game was, I mean, I kind of called when overtime started. I
yeah,
had a feeling that it was going to tie. I don't know
yeah,
why, but just when overtime started, it was like, you know what, we're going to have a tie and no one's going to win.
yeah. The Eagles there we're playing poorly there.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the rest of their season.
Yeah.
The Rams and Bills game was really good.
Oh yeah,
That one
there.
was a good game.
Yeah. Despite Buffalo getting a lucky penalty call there to help them win the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the Rams put up one heck of a comeback, and to see it just kind of fizzle like that was sad. But
Yeah.
I was worried because they were getting themselves destroyed early on, and I went with the Rams. But
Yeah.
then they started making the comeback. I got excited.
True.
Then next thing I know, because I was too busy yelling at freaking Atlanta, I was too busy
Hmm.
yelling at them, and I completely missed how the game ended. So
It just proves that Josh Allen should be right up there in the MVP contention.
yeah, yeah, he's decent. He gets a lot of flack for the team that he's on, but he's not a bad quarterback
Exactly.
by no means. Anyway, so you ready to begin on week 4?
Absolutely.
This should be another interesting one. I did not take as many risks, I don't think, because I kind of need to catch up here. So, first up, we have Denver going to the Jets.
Oh my God! God, if you're playing, if you're a football fan, turn this game off now. Two teams are pathetic.
It's going to be very, very interesting. I mean, for me, it would be more entertaining than like a standard game, I guess, because it's going to be like, who's worse?
Yeah,
You know, I mean, so it's kind of like it's the anti Super Bowl.
true. But I imagine that the reason the NFL puts that on because they don't want to go head to head with the baseball playoffs. Be my guess.
Yeah, that could be. That could be. I mean, I don't know. I would have scheduled it for like a Sunday afternoon instead of your Thursday, but
Yeah, exactly. But I guess it's our job to pick the game there. So
yeah.
so I'm going to go with the Jets on this one.
Is that just because they're at home, or do you
Yeah.
have like some kind of? Okay, yeah, it's a home team. Okay, I am gonna take Denver on this one.
Okay.
Just based on the scores from the past 3 weeks and the fact that it's the Jets. I don't know. I mean, do they still have Le'Veon Bell?
I think so. I'm not sure.
I think they do. Last I heard he was hurt,
Yeah.
and I don't really trust anything in Sam Darnold, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and just go for the Broncos because you know what? Why not?
Yeah.
One of
So,
them's got to win.
so right away we disagree on one.
Yeah, right away. That this is probably not gonna go well for me then, if last week's any indication. So we'll see. Next up, we have the Ravens, who for some reason are horrible from last week, going to Washington.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it'll be a turnaround game there for Jackson there. I mean, after losing to the Chiefs, they need a pick me up game and what their opponent
Yeah.
better than the Washington football team.
Even on the road, I would have to definitely agree. I think it's unfair, honestly. Baltimore had a hard loss, so now not only are they angry, but they're going into Washington. So
Okay.
I wish Ron Rivera the best, but I am taking the Ravens.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
100%. All right, now, the game that's kind of oofed this week, we have the Steelers at the Titans with the date and time to be determined because of the word that we shall not say.
Yeah. Don't say the ugly word.
Yeah, the Pepsi pandemic, as the community deemed it back in the day. That kind of got in the mix with Tennessee, so
Yeah.
it's rescheduled for either a Monday or a Tuesday game. We're not sure yet,
Yeah.
but
Wait,
yeah, if it does go on, who do you got?
okay, I'm going to go with the Steelers this time because Big Ben's gonna improve his offense there against Tennessee there.
Yeah, I do like Pittsburgh's defense a lot, so I was very tempted. In fact, I almost wrote them down, but I went ahead and took Tennessee because I don't know
Okay.
who was sick on their team, but as far as I know, they still have that amazing kicking team.
Yeah.
They still have Derrick Henry,
Yeah.
and their QB is still good to go. So I think their core and their nucleus, if I can speak, is still intact. So I'm going to go ahead and roll with them and just hope that they can continue riding this momentum.
Okay. So that's another game we disagree on.
Yep, it is. Interesting. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if the Steelers won.
True.
I do like that team, so we'll see how it goes. We have next up the Chargers going to Tampa.
Okay. They're obviously Brady came out guns a blazing last Sunday there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he proved it against the weak Broncos defense there.
Yep. He
So,
did very well.
Yeah, and of course the Chargers there with their without Tyrone Taylor at QB there. They've been struggling there a little bit.
Yeah, but I think his name was what, Herbert, Justin
Yeah,
Herbert.
yeah.
Their rookie is playing lights out so far, so I think that this game could be closer than people are expecting.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm of course still going to take the Brady's, but
Mhm.
I think that the
Crazy.
yeah I think that the Tampa Bay Brady's have a really good shot of going far. So I don't see anyone that can really stop them all that much, except New
Okay.
Orleans.
Okay. And I agree with you on that there. I'm going to go Bucks on this one.
Yep, it was like the first game that I wrote the prediction down on. The first game that I did was the Ravens, and then I predicted the Bucks. So
Mhm.
we definitely do not disagree there. Okay,
Yeah.
we have Seattle going to Miami.
Okay. And again, one of the elite quarterbacks in the league, Russell Wilson, there can never turn your back on him. He
Mm,
did a number on the Cowboys last week,
hmm
even though they made a little bit close there.
Yeah, they made it interesting, but I don't
Mm,
really think it was as close as the score indicated.
yeah, true. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks on this one.
I agree. I think that Miami being as lights out as they were last week against Jacksonville and completely messed everything up.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think that I think that they're a faux good team as far as last week is concerned, and Seattle is just a powerhouse right now. They have a really bad pass defense
Hmm.
because they continuously give up so much passing yardage, but their division is very hotly contested, so I think they're going to have to continue winning going into the bye to maintain their advantages here.
Correct.
So I am also taking Seattle,
Okay. There's another one we agree on.
thankfully, because I need all the points I can get.
Hmm.
We have next up Minnesota going to Houston.
Yeah. It just depends on the situation with Minnesota because they played Tennessee last week
Yeah,
there.
so are they going to soon get the Pepsi demic?
I
Or who
we
knows?
have we haven't heard a word yet about it there.
Hmm.
Yeah. Minnesota's been struggling lately though.
Yeah, defensively anyway. Offensively,
Yeah.
they seem to be fine. They can score
Yeah.
just fine. They just can't stop anybody.
Question is, can Kirk Cousins handle J.J. Watt? They're infiltrating him.
No,
No.
no, I don't think so anyway. And then there was a question on Delvin Cook's health as well, right?
Yeah.
So if they lose their running back and it's going to be solely reliant upon Kirk Cousins' arm,
Yeah.
not a chance. His arm is not strong enough to beat, well, anybody.
Yeah.
But Steam, go away. Sorry, my my
No.
my computer was stupid. Anyway,
Oh, no problem. And I'm going to go with the Texans this week on this one.
yeah, I agree. I went with the
Okay.
Vikings last week, and I should not have. Although it was really close, and that game made me sad.
Yeah.
That was another game last week that made me very sad. But I'm not going to make that mistake again.
Yeah.
I don't like Kirk Cousins. If they don't have a running back, there's no way that he's going to be able to
No.
perform. So I am definitely taking J.J. Watt and the Houston Texans. So we agree again.
Yeah.
Now, sadness. We have the Saints going to Detroit.
Okay. I don't know how the Lions managed to beat Arizona last week. There.
They had a plan. That's how
Yeah.
they. It's amazing what happens when you actually have a plan and implement it.
Yeah.
Matt Patricia's not used to doing that kind of thing apparently,
No.
but last week they actually had a plan and they knew that the QB was short. So
Yeah.
if they could, get in his face and force him to throw over them, he wouldn't be able to, and that's why they had like 3 interceptions, I think. I think on the game, I think they had like 3, maybe it was 4, I don't know. But that's why they
Yeah.
were able to pressure him, get picks, and just overall perform very, very well on the defensive side of the ball for a change. And even
Right.
then, it was close.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I'm expecting Drew Brees to make a comeback there after two rough losses there.
yeah.
Come out guns a blazing there. So I'm going Saints on this one.
Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of torn because I like New Orleans, and I am a Detroit fan, of course, but I'm taking the Saints as well on this. I just I wouldn't be like shocked if the Lions pulled out a victory at home,
Mhm.
but I have to play it safe, and New Orleans after losing to Green Bay is not going to be happy.
Yeah.
So, and should we address what happened with Sean Payton and the ref, or just kind of like y'all know what's going on, so just like fluff over it?
True. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that, but you people at home can draw your own conclusions.
Yeah.
So,
Makes a comment there below the video there.
yeah. Leave us your comments on what you suspect was going on, because we all know what happened. So we'll see. Next up, this one actually kind of intrigues me a little bit. We have Cleveland at Dallas.
Whoa.
I'm a little intrigued. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah. I know you're gonna laugh at me for saying this, but I like both quarterbacks there. Baker Mayfield and Dak Prescott there. They're both good quarterbacks there.
Eh.
Not in the top elite yet there,
Yeah,
but
they're definitely not elite. I don't really like Dak Prescott either, if I'm being honest. So they're both kind of like in my meh category. Like
yeah, makes sense.
they exist, it's fine.
Yeah. But I'm going Dallas at home this week there.
Yeah, I agree. It's at home. I will say that I like both of their run games. I like Cleveland's running back unit, and Ezekiel Elliott isn't like my favorite runner, but I can't deny his ability, and that offensive line is really good. But I will agree and take Dallas in this one. They are at home. It's the Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Dallas. Jacksonville is gonna go to Cincinnati, and after their performances in the last week, both teams kind of need a victory here. So
Yeah, exactly. There, it's time for the cream to rise to the top there. First here
oh yeah,
for both Gardner Minshew and Joe Burrow there.
yeah. I still like Joe Burrow. I really do, but he just doesn't have the pieces.
Yeah, true there. And they're coming off that tie against the Eagles there.
So disappointing.
Yeah. But I think Burrow's gonna wake up there and he's gonna beat Jacksonville this week. So that's my pick.
Okay, I went the opposite again. I took the Jags in this one.
Okay.
I think after getting beaten by Miami, embarrassingly, they need to rebound, and they haven't been playing like horrible, right?
No.
So I don't know what happened to them last week, but I am taking Jacksonville this week, and in a way, I kind of hope that I'm wrong because I would like Joe Burrow to win, but I can't do it.
No.
I'm gonna hate this game. Next up, we have the Colts at the Bears.
Yeah.
I'm already displeased.
And it's about time they dumped Mitch Trubisky and put in Nick Foles at quarterback there.
One less trigger.
Yeah.
Because honestly, Mitch is oof.
A horrible quarterback.
Yeah. Which makes me really sad that Detroit lost to him.
Yeah, true.
But I mean, what can I say? Stuff happens.
Yeah. True. And Philip Rivers, he came off a win there, but it was against the lonely Jets. There.
Yeah, it's the Jets. I'm not going to give him all that much credit. It's the Jets.
I know I'm going to hear from you and your friends there, but for the third time this year, I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears.
I hate this game because I have to agree, and I am taking the Bears.
Okay.
I hate that so much, and I really hope that Philip Rivers surprises me and comes up with a win. But you've got to deal with Khalil Mack, and now that Nick Foles is in, I dislike the team just a little bit less.
Yeah.
They're still probably right up there with the Packers for my most hated team in the league, but I hate them a little bit less now. So, just moving on from that, because no, we have the Cardinals going to Carolina.
Okay, they're
Interesting.
Carolina did real good, especially they're missing Christian McCaffrey there at running back.
Still missing him. I didn't know that he was still injured, but I actually checked. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh,
And,
right. Okay.
and Connor Murray did okay there, but not enough to beat the Detroit Lions there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this week, I think I'm going to go with the Carolina Panthers.
Mm. You and Dad both agree.
Mm-hmm.
I did not. I took Arizona because after losing to Detroit, they kind of need a makeup game, and I think that the game's going to be very, very close.
Mm-hmm.
But without the running game for Carolina against their defense, I think maybe this could be the time that it finally sways. Now, if Carolina watched the tape and they picked up the tips about, his size and how to rattle Murray, then it'll be a much different game. But hopefully they did not, and the Cardinals can come away with a win on this one.
Yeah.
Plus, I would just really like to see the West stay competitive.
Yeah.
It's such a fun division.
True. So we disagree on that one.
We do. Again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up, Giants at the Rams.
Okay, they're
Rams.
the Giants. They're like the Jets. They're an awful New York team. Yeah.
What would happen if they face each other?
Oh, that'd be a sloppy game to watch.
But fun. Sometimes sloppy can be fun. That would be a sight to behold.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna go with the Rams this week. There, no question about it.
Yeah. I 100% agree. I think their defense is going to have a field day.
Mm-hmm.
So, without question, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the Bills in Vegas. This one should be interesting.
Boy, Josh Allen playing in the Death Star.
Mm-hmm. The Raiders seem to do really well at home.
Yeah, true.
Not so good on the road.
Yeah. The Bills are gonna have to play like Jedi Knights there.
Nice reference. I like that. Well done.
Yeah.
So, who you got?
Okay, I'm gonna go with the Bills this week because I like Josh Allen there.
Mm. Yeah, I like Josh Allen. I'm still kind of like, everyone keeps saying that they're legit, but I'm kind of waiting for that aha for me personally. Mm-hmm. So I took the Raiders just because they're at home.
Okay.
And they seem to do pretty well at home, and I still like Derek Carr. I know that John Gruden does not, but I do. So I'm going to roll with Vegas.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna gamble on Vegas.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have New England and Kansas City.
Wow, this one's a quarterback shootout there. Cam Newton against what's his face there?
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah, sorry there, memory lapse.
No problem, we're good.
Yeah. After that big, huge win against Baltimore, I expect Patrick Mahomes to continue the momentum.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going Chiefs on this one.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be close. I'm going to be curious to see how New England's defense can handle the high-powered offense that is Kansas City, and how Mahomes can continue with this momentum. Like, because he seems kind of like iffy, right? Mm-hmm. Like the week before, in week 2, it was not that great.
Yeah.
But then he went to Baltimore and all of a sudden played lights out. So he doesn't really seem to be very consistent. Mm-hmm. And then we also have Bill Belichick versus Andy Reid, as far as coaching is concerned.
Yeah.
I like Bill Belichick's style and like his schemes a lot more, but I really like Andy Reid. So I'm looking forward to the coaching battle more so than the on the field back and forth.
Yeah, true.
But I agree with you again, Kansas City.
Okay.
Now we have, this one's interesting as well, just because, like you mentioned earlier, with all the injuries and the lack of play. So we have Philly going to San Francisco.
Yeah. I know we can't pick a tie on this one.
Oh, imagine if we could predict a tie. I think predicting a tie should get you like an extra 5 points or something. Like if you can actually say, you know, these two teams are so bad, it's going to be a 0-0 tie.
Oh my god. Yeah.
If any team would, it's probably going to be the Broncos and the Jets.
True.
So just going to drop that right there real quick, like, just in case they do tie.
Yeah. Yeah. But,
freaking ridiculous.
Yeah. But I think Philly's in so much trouble there that fans are going to call for the head of the coach and the general manager. Yeah. So I'm going Niners.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I just had a total brain lapse as well. I think I may have spelled Eagles wrong.
Yeah.
I think I might have typed Eagles wrong. That's embarrassing. Let me fix that in my layout real quick because that is going to trigger me. And Trigger Joy does not need to appear in her own video. Whatever, you know what? It's late. I'm tired. Maybe I spelled it wrong here. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna say San Francisco.
Okay.
I agree with you. Philadelphia is definitely in some trouble here, so San Francisco. If they can pull it off here, then they're gonna probably be more legit going forward.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. Okay. I have toast now. Nice.
Good.
Okay. Now, final game of the week. I hate so much, but I'm going to give it a shot.
Okay.
Atlanta. Freaking Atlanta.
Yeah.
And freaking Green Bay.
Yeah.
One of these two freaking teams has to come away with a win. And I dislike.
True. And Aaron Rodgers, they're coming up a huge win against the Saints there on Sunday night there.
I dislike.
Yeah. True. And I'm scared there Atlanta has more problems than they're showing on the field there.
They might. They might.
Yeah. So I'm going Packers on this one.
Yeah, I agree. I am also taking Green Bay, but I have this fear because this happened a couple years ago, or last year. I got sick and tired of Atlanta letting me down. So the next week I didn't go with them, and then they came back and absolutely destroyed their opponent in the following week.
Yeah.
I am concerned that that's what's going to happen here.
Yeah.
In a way, it'll make me happy because it's Green Bay that gets beat, but it would make me very sad because Atlanta will do what Atlanta always does.
Yeah.
Let me down, I abandon ship, and then all of a sudden they start winning again, and it's like, frick you, why can't you just be consistent? So I'm going with Green Bay, unfortunately.
Okay.
I don't like it. I don't like Aaron Rodgers. We've discussed our favorite teams of Denver and Detroit, but what team is the one that you absolutely cannot stand? Like everybody knows mine is Green Bay and Chicago.
True. Mine used to be New England because of all the cheating scandals there.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they had like freaking Spygate and Ballgate, Deflategate, not Ballgate. That's a whole different game.
Yeah.
So, is it still New England?
Not right now. They're improving there. But mine would now be obviously both New York teams there.
Just because they're so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, for me, I'm kind of like, I don't really mind the bad teams because I like rooting for the underdog. Like that's why my AFC team of choice was going to be Cleveland until they drafted Baker Mayfield.
True.
So now my AFC team of choice is probably Tennessee, just because it's closer to my roots and they have a really good running game. Their
Yeah,
coach is
sure.
good. So my AFC team is Tennessee, and my NFC team is Detroit. So,
Yeah,
but that's interesting that your least favorite team that you do not like are just the bad ones.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's interesting. All right, so thank you for joining me.
Not a problem.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the links for the entire playlist of our prediction series if you want to catch up on some of the previous discussions that we've had. Let us know in the comments what you think, what your predictions are. Roast me for typing Eagles wrong. I spelled the city right, but I typed Eagles wrong, which makes me very sad. Let us know that as well. And you can also check out the links below for my link to Twitter and my Discord server, where I will no doubt be live tweeting my displeasure at these games. So be sure to follow along for that if you guys wish. And we will catch you next week for week 5 already
Yeah.
of our NFL. Yep, this is just zooming right by. We will catch you next time for more NFL predictions versus.
Yeah.